Should build 2 propaganda ships too.
Project initiated.
Of course it has. But we should get it this turn.
System updates.
We now know more about the Water Ones, my queen.
Now that propaganda boat shouldn't start making any effects until next turn. Do I have to tell them to do anything? No, they just kind of chill. And those should hopefully start raising my popularity in those systems. Dear God, I hope. And now we will learn Subjugate Lear.
The lab is swarming with workers, Majesty. We are engaged.
Continue to aim for 2 turns. And now, like I said, if we had better quality of people, as in the alien races had better climate hazard than they do, what we would have done is I would have researched the proliferate a lot earlier, and the reason for that is, as somebody asked, number one, it adds a few more trade routes. It's not as many trade routes, but what it does do is it adds a huge tax-based bonus. And on top of that, when your civilian population is maximized, you get an industrial production output boost. You can't maximize it. I mean, you can, but when you maximize it there, then it burns out the resources, which is never good. Let's see, is this having a positive effect now? Getting +3, well, that's not a good example. Getting a +3 and a +5 for propaganda efforts, so that will resolve that problem relatively rapidly. Oh, hey, these guys built their gate. They can probably jump somewhere now. Why don't you jump to Alpha Centauri? And I want you guys to sit over here by yourselves. I don't want you flagged as a guard, though. Wonder how much money we're making a turn. We're going to see what our total income budget is in a minute. And I'm also curious if we've boosted number 1 into that. If we have, that put us ahead of Billy Foyle in income, which means that our research is also going to be better than his, even though it won't reflect it, because the way that it reads the research quality is sheer number of texts you've researched. It's not based on anything else. It's just the pure number of texts that you have researched. Are you serious? We're just going to automate those. No point in fighting them.
System update.
And successfully reached Alpha Centauri. Deploy a gate. And now that we've got Subjugate Lear, we're going to get... What's Accommodate do? Coupled with social science allows you to integrate the life support needs seamlessly into your culture without disrupting your own citizens, thus removing the need to take into account planetary hazard ratings for them. Okay. First things first, we're going to get that.
Yes, my queen. We begin research.
We're going to learn to accommodate them in our home. Now, there is a very strong possibility that those douchebag... Alright, Armada CNC in the back. Impactor here. Laser here. Point defense here. And that's too many, so we'll just put it right dead center. We'll narrow these up a little bit. There. Put you in the back. Put you in the front and in the back. And we should plow out all of those gate ships right away. Big problem that I have with going to war with the humans at this point in the game is that they arrive so quickly that I get no advance warning of their incoming. So, I mean, we're going to lose planets. It's an inevitability. We can't get away from that.
System.
But we're gonna deal with it. Make sure that the gates are in the back. And we're going to jump you there.
The way is marked.
Which means that that fleet can't move this turn. And we are going to build another fleet. Out of CNC, support, to war, to blazer, to impactor. We're going to cut it down to 3-point defense. No reason of having so many. And 4 gates.
Yes, my queen. We will have the ships out in no time.
Loathing does not quite cover how we feel about you. So you're getting really pissed at me, aren't you, Gullyfoil? Everybody is. Would you like to join an alliance?
An alliance
No.
with you
How about you? Would you?
would serve
No.
purpose.
How about you guys? Would you like to fuck yourselves? How does that sound? That should not be at 2 turns. Let's pull this down. I want it in 1 turn, damn it. Oh, I forgot to check the rankings. Somebody remind me to do that. Okay, when the turn starts, first thing we do, we don't defend Pavarti.
System
Ranking.
updates.
Nope, we're still 2nd in income and 2nd in colonies. Gullyfoil is too big. 5th in technologies, and again, that's just because it's sheer number. We have a lot more advanced technologies than some people have, but it's not important. 2nd in everything else. Okay, you've arrived over there, so you can now jump. Let's have you jump that way.
As you command, Majesty.
Of course it did. And since it's over budget, we will learn it this turn because we're cranking so much into it. Huzzah. Oh, hey, and I forgot to check my budget. I wanted to see how much income we have a turn. See, I don't like how far the humans are over here. We're going to lose a lot of that spiral arm, and there's nothing that we can really do. I mean, I'm going to build a fleet and drop it on there. Why is there still a fleet there? Currently. Oh, because I just moved it there. Derp.
Now know more about the water.
You're going to arrive in your destination in 2 turns. Thundara just keeps declaring its independence. Somebody must be fucking with them. Now we're going to get Proliferate Lear. And as it says, it makes them more culture, gives them the ability to spontaneously attract Lear civilian populations, as well as increasing overall alien population limit on all of your worlds. Since I have Accommodate, I can already move them in.
Majesty, we will find the
But I
answer.
really want to wait until I have Proliferate. Because then that should allow me, in theory, like I should be able to add them already. I can't because I don't have Proliferate. That's right, they changed it in Argos. Prior to Argos, Naval Yard, when it was just Murder of Crows, you could send people around your planets before you had Proliferate. Now you can't so much. And what we're going to do is we're going to set them at 50-50, and we're going to set it globally. There's a good reason for that. It'll make it a lot faster, and I don't have to tab through all of them. And what we're going to do is, once we have Proliferate, we are going to quite literally proliferate Lear throughout all of our cities, and we will no longer have to worry about their climate hazard. They won't get pissed about it. It will still make them grow slower, but they won't be mad. And that's what really matters, isn't it?
System updates.
Now know more about the water ones,
Ooh,
my
and a breakthrough.
queen.
And I also want to pick up Lear Temperance, just in case those asshole humans are addicting
Yes,
them.
my queen. We begin research.
Because that's how they are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go right up here. Like so. And now if you look at these, both of them are set to 50%. That gives me max population. That will give me maximum current population between the two, which will really improve status of the colony. And we're just going to... Oh, I had a few turns here. But you're going to actually see right away. And one of the things that you have to bear in mind is it's not going to display on this screen. This is just going to show 2 billion and 1 billion. It will show that there are 2 alien populations on the system. But it won't actually raise the number of civilians. There's actually... I don't really like Kerberos' reasons for doing that. They did that because then it wouldn't properly display. But whatever. Actually, you might not get the second thing here. I don't know. I actually feel that it should display the morale of all of them, but that's just me. I didn't design the game, so I don't really have much to say about it.
System
Oh, it does give the other one.
updates.
And now,
Now know more about the water
as you can see, it's already starting to grow them, and as they grow, they're going to grow slowly, but once they grow up. Alright, and